Hey, what's up? What's good in the hood? It's your friendly neighborhood guy on this planet. Recovering from recovering from depression. Yes, on my journey back to reality. It's sad. Thinking about it. Sad. But you know what, dude? I'm not the only one. I can't be. That's why I'm here. For you guys, okay? So, what y'all been doing? What y'all been going through? I'll tell you what I've been going through. Rediscovery. Learning about who I am. I wrote a huge list of principles down. Things I want to cultivate in my life. And I found out that almost above all, my goal is to understand everything. That is a tall order, I know. And I know I don't understand how tall an order. But, and I don't think I'll ever achieve that. Because I don't think it's possible. The universe is infinite, so how could I understand something infinite? But that's the point. I'm going to do as much as I can while I'm here. And I try to benefit everyone with what I understand, you know? Things I've been thinking about a lot lately. Religion. Religion's been on my mind. I can't lie about that. Excuse me. I continue to be intrigued by it. When you take the fact that God's not, like, if you take out God out of religion as something that's real, what are you left with? You're left with all these actions and things that people do. And I've been realizing that there's a huge link between stuff that we're supposed to do that keeps us healthy psychologically and religion. In a lot of good ways, but there are also some things about it that really keep you locked down, especially tradition. Traditions don't allow it to continue to grow. They don't allow new ideas. Because new ideas are the devil. Because everything that needs to be is already been. Not true, dude. We have so much more to do as a species. We have so much more to become. Like, what are we anyway, right? There's no why. There is no why. That was disturbing when I realized, oh my gosh, there really is no point to any of this. My consciousness in itself has no meaning. And I was afraid. Because that's it's really bleak at first thought. Until you realize that means the position's open. That means the why is left to be defined by you, by just you. No one else can tell you what your why is, your overarching why. For me, I want my why to be something that brings us greater. Greater as a people, I don't know, as a species. Because, I mean, dude, we're not animals anymore. We're something else now. What are we, dude? What are we, bro? Nobody else does what we do that we know of. I mean, we've got apes that have the capability for language. That's pretty amazing. I've also been thinking about intelligence and how do you define that? What is intelligence? What is this thing that we have? What is self-awareness? I mean, I guess AI, they've been trying to think of that forever. And we are getting close. And that's dangerous. It's scary. Because what would that thing's intentions be? Who knows? What would our intentions be? You know, if we get to a point where we're extremely... I don't know, all I know is our brains can evolve, dude. I can read now. This is how I read now. With speed reading, I've been learning how to do it. Okay? I can read line by line. I don't read word by word. I read line by line. And there's some people who can read paragraphs by paragraphs, dude. I don't know how they do that, and I'm not sure how my brain's doing that, but it adapted because I gave it no other choice. I made myself read faster than I could, and then I began to understand. So, where's the limit? How much further can I go? I also studied memory, right? Dude, memory is a huge key to what intelligence is. Because all processing and thought is taking stimulation that's coming presently and applying it to stimulation that's stored from the past. And then you get a new thought, a new whatever bit of information. I don't know. So maybe everything that I am is information, dude. But information inside of a system that can reinvent itself. Voila, consciousness. And then I'm aware of that as well. It's so crazy. It's so crazy, and I want to understand. I want to understand it. I think that's what I'm going to study. I think that's what I'm going to study, man. Because I think inside of that are so many answers to so many things. So many things. I mean, we've got enough science now to know that this happened. This happened. And yeah, it seems far-fetched, right? It seems like, oh my God, there's no way. Think of the odds. Think of the odds. Yes, okay, it's crazy if you think about it linearly. But look, dude, I bet that the guys who win the lottery can't believe it either. You know, I bet they're like, oh my God, what are the odds? But they did win it. So, if we're the one planet that we know of around here that did this, that got the right conditions for this life, wouldn't it seem pretty far-fetched to us? But fuck, we're here. You know, we're fucking here, dude. I was born, first of all, a human, not a lizard. Okay, that's pretty amazing. The odds of that are outstanding. But I can't say that I wasn't born because of the odds. That's stupid. Oh no, the odds of me being a human are so ridiculous. I must be a lizard. I mean, that's kind of what we're saying here. That's kind of what religion is saying, dude. No. The odds are that this happened. It couldn't have happened by itself. Where the fucking evidence is right in front of you, dude. Same with being born in America versus like, oh, the other countries. Dude, I'm a human. Born in America, the one country in this century, like in this time. In this time, I wasn't born in the Middle Ages. I was born now. Where we have these huge revolutions. I mean, the last 50 years have been ridiculous. I'm starting to I've got so much freaking information in here now from how much I've studied over my life, and like things are coming together, dude. And I'm like, oh my God. You know what I mean? There is no God, first of all. Second of all, where are we headed next? Dude, we're interfacing our minds with computers now. I mean, did you hear me? We're interfacing our minds with computers. Look up Neuralink and what's his name? Elon Musk, my role model. That dude's my hero, bro. That dude is saving lives and changing this planet for the better. And he cares. Him and Bill Gates both, dude, they're trying to do that. They have the means and the desire for like one of the first times ever. A rich person with a lot of power who isn't trying to benefit only himself. He's thinking about people he's never met and people who he will never meet. And who won't even know exist and who won't even know he existed. They already eradicated smallpox, guys. Polio's next. You know? Like, look. There's so much potential. Why are we even still split up in different countries? Why are we doing that? It's stupid. It's stupid, dude. We should all be united, okay? We really should. Because we're stronger together. You know, look at this country. This country's a good example of that. Look how powerful and beautiful and free this whole country is. And it was just little countries. Texas wasn't even a part of that country at first. This little state right here, they told them no at first. They're like, nah, y'all stay up over there, you know? Y'all can stay down there in the south. We're good. You know, they changed their mind, obviously, but see, I think we could do something like that. I think we could have United Nations of America. No, well, maybe. I don't know. That's actually probably perfect. The United Nations of America. I mean, America's not a perfect system, don't get me wrong, but it's about as good as it gets. When you're dealing with the different spectrum of people, like, dude, we got a whole spectrum of folks. No, I don't think that we should try to cleanse our evolvedness, like what's intelligent or not. I think we should figure out what intelligence is, what makes people intelligent, and help them get that way if they're not already. You know, but I know there's all kinds of moral questions that come with that, dude. I've been thinking about that too. I don't really have any answers for that, but I guess I'm talking about a utopia, really. But I think it's not far off. I think that that kind of life can exist. No one would have guessed 150 years ago that, or like before America came around, that this type of society would exist, or that it would work. It had always been monarchies and hierarchies from the beginning of people. Like tribes had chiefs, you know, and we needed that at the time, I guess. But that proved to have some problems too. Like there was a lot of suffering that happened because of that type of lifestyle. A lot of suffering happens with this one too, but way less, bro. Oh my God. Even, you know, America doesn't have it perfect as far as its correctional systems go, but I think it's one of the best in the world. You can get a college degree in prison, yo. You could probably get out of prison if you go to prison. Most likely. I mean, it just depends on the thing you did, but more than likely you could get out and have a chance to be a person. Yeah, you'll be blackballed your whole life, and I don't agree with that. And personally, I have a hypothesis that all crime is due to some sort of mental disorder. Because, you know, because that's not normal. Anything I ever did wrong was related to my depression and the perceptions that were off, and I just, like, I would never have done any of that if I had been thinking this clearly back then. I don't know. And I don't think we can just write it off. I don't think that we can afford that as a people. But anyway, that's just me talking, man. Like, we're getting out there. But this is part of the journey. To boldly go where no one has gone before. Dude, we gotta keep evolving, man. We gotta keep going. What are we gonna look like in 200 years? Who knows, dude? If at this rate, bro, I don't know. I mean, computers changed everything. The internet changed everything. Cell phones changed everything. I'm sitting here holding a flat piece of metal, and I'm freaking talking to thousands of people potentially. And all I had to do was touch a screen. By the way, touch screens, what the heck? I remember being like 7 years old, like watching Star Trek, like, wow, man, I hope one day when I'm alive they invent touch screens. Freaking 2 years later, iPod Touch comes out. You know what I mean? Like, wow. Wow, dude. Where else are we going? Now we're interfacing with machines now. A person with no arms could control a robot arm with their mind and then grab something and feel it. That's nuts, but amazing. And there's so much more work to be done in that field, and I can't wait to be a part of it. Sorry, I know I'm like a little excited, but damn it, it's nice to be excited for once in my life. You know, it's been freaking 12 years. I think I deserve it. And you know what else, guys? You do too. You do too. There's so much to this place. There's so much more above us. There's so much bigger than us out here. There's so much more than just our lives. We should think about our lives, not just my own life, but everyone's life collectively. If we all had a mindset like that from little up, do you know how much more progress there'd be? You know how much more empathy there'd be? If empathy was something we could teach our kids. What if that's what our focus was? What if we quit caring so much about cramming knowledge in our heads? That will come. That comes with curiosity. Why don't we teach curiosity? Why don't we teach love? Why don't we teach empathy? Why don't we teach sympathy? Why don't we teach that kind of stuff, man? This guy's thinking about what I'm saying. He's really thinking hard about it. And that dude's just a fucking Nazi. But I have control over all. Look at this guy. Yeah, I'm not into that. This guy's thinking about it too. He's like, I don't think so. Anyway, who is this guy? He could be a good guy. It says a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches and loving favor rather than silver and gold. I think that's from the Bible. And you know, that's true. You can get really far with a good reputation. It's true. But I also think that, like, people should not, I don't know. I wish people would look more about who you are now than who you were. Because we're all changing. We're all evolving, and no one is proud of who they used to be. You know? I mean, maybe some people are. I know I was, after I finished my little period of my life that was normal, like when I was like 12, I missed and wanted to be that person again that I was, but I could have been the whole time. It's just so sad to me. But I'm lucky as heck. I was born when Zoloft was invented, because I promise you I wouldn't be here without it. I promise you that. That was my last effort, my last try. It worked. I'm still here. So, anyway, I love you guys. I'm going home. It's late. I don't want to get more mosquitoes. I don't even need these right now. But look at that sunset, huh? Not a cloud in the sky today. It was hot. It was a hot day. Oh, okay, a little update. Finished 5 books last week. Probably spent 8 hours reading. None of those books was under 200 pages. My intake is going way up as far as speed reading. And my comprehension too. Like, 100% remembered and understood the whole text, all the texts. It was cool. I read a book on, I read a lot of books on, like, psychology. Kind of, I guess, would be the main thing. Read a book on memory. See, I read a book on, what else did I read? Read a book called Talking to Yourself, The Art of Talking to Yourself. And basically it's just like a self-help book that had a lot of cool ideas in it. It's like, you know, self-talk and things like that that continue to grow you as a person. Right now I can't think of it, but you know, it's in there. And whatever, you don't want to know what I read. I read a bunch of books, okay? And I got a gym membership today. I've been working out every day. But then I got a gym membership today at the Y. And I'm going to be so sore tomorrow, dude. And I started intermittent fasting again. So I'm going to try to get shredded. Last time I did this, I lost 100 pounds, 100-something pounds. I weighed 345. And now I weigh under 240. I was 42 inches around my waist. Now I'm 36 inches. So, and I think I'm looking pretty damn good. And I've been getting a lot of attention from the opposite sex, which is nice. Maybe from the same sex too, I don't know. I haven't had anybody say nothing yet. But I'd be like, what's up? If I could see them wherever they are. I know y'all hiding. It's Texas, you know. But anyway, ooh, that's pretty. Anyhow, love you guys. Y'all have a good day, okay? Haste. That wind is still blowing. If it's not, turn the fan on, right? Love y'all. Bye.